Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You look at the Supersonics, and not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Denver Nuggets just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for Seattle, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. We've got Levins, Harrison out there with Thompson. And there's Anderson, and it's Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at center. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Here's Levins, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Murray. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Jokic. Bucket is good.
There's just no stopping Jokic on the inside.
Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Levins drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Murray for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got 6.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Jokic. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Now here's Murray. He had 27 points last game. Off target from outside.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to Jefferson. And stolen by Murray. Johnson, wide open, he fires from outside off the mark. Here's Levins, scored the basket, his 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. 1:57 left in the first. Johnson outside. Gordon with the screen for Johnson. The Nuggets with another miss. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Thompson kicks to Levins. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Levins got 10.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
That's tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. The Sonics also changing it up. Reynolds comes in for Anderson, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Jefferson. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. It passes to Valanciunas, and here's Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Pickett. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Seattle grabs the miss. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Valanciunas after the basket by Seattle. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. Trying to get something going, and the shot falls short this time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Hardaway for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And it looks like
the previous play is under review.
Get the basket off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Sonics ahead, up 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Jones is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Works for 3. It's hauled in by Watson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Burks can't get it to go. Murray. He's got 9. Out to Hardaway. Fires for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Pass to Dermonenko. Back to Galloway. Dinwiddie dishes to Burks. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Reynolds. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Reynolds has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ignaji in for Jones. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get, but clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Kevin, back over to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Right wing, Jefferson with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they play.
A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Najee. Johnson comes in for Peyton Watson. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Murray, the pass to Brown. Outside Gordon. Now Brown. Pass to Murray from outside the arc. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the 2nd quarter.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Down low, stolen by Dermonenko. To the middle, and stolen by Murray. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How about the commitment, guys, from Murray on defense, moving his arms all around and coming up with steals as a result. Active arms and hands, a big part of it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. And the Nuggets making a change here. Hardaway is checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Sonics. Harrison comes in for Reynolds. There's 1:26 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Levins kicks to Jefferson. Anderson passes to Jefferson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jefferson's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
To the paint. Back to Brown. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Brown can finish above the rim with no problem. Yes, indeed, he can bounce.
Thompson outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
Here's Brown. Takes it off the glass. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Unfazed by the defender. Right on him, all over him, as a matter of fact. Really good finish by Brown.
And Thompson kicks to Anderson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Jefferson with the 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Brown with it. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hardaway for 3. And it's Levins with the rebound. Thompson for the triple. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Sonics lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
I can see a number of different guys in the three-point contest. Every team in this league has a number of great, good shooters.
Yeah, it's not like when we were playing. You had 1 or 2 guys. Not everyone's shooting the 3.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Nuggets.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call the guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They just let scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for Seattle, they've got Anderson. Levins is out there with Jefferson, and it's Thompson, and it's Harrison in at the 4 spot. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jokic. Seattle has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jokic.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been. the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Shoots from 12. The Nuggets with another miss. And Seattle shooting a scorching 68% in the game. And Anderson has it in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. Anderson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Sonics.
Look, he may not be a high-volume three-point shooter, but he'll take that when you give him the chance.
With the step back, Murray. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Murray's got 14 points.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Pass to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Johnson outside. Gordon with a screen on Anderson. No problem knocking that one down. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Levins. 12 points for him. Jefferson with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nuggets trail by 5. Johnson, the pass to Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
It looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Seattle calls timeout. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Hardaway comes in for Christian Brown. And Seattle also making a change. Reynolds is checked in for Levins. Seattle leading by 3. Reynolds passes to Harrison. It's Jefferson outside. Drills it from outside. Jefferson's got 12.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Thompson against Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, one of the things for Jokic that I see is his unorthodox style of play, I think, helps him in drawing fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Tyson's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Murray. Good on the second free throw. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Anderson outside. Here's Jefferson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 7. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Hardaway, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Hardaway's got 6.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Pass to Jefferson. And Jones pulls it down. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Seattle ahead, up 6. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Aiden Watson is out there with Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. The Nugget shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
They set the screen. Levins passes to Galloway. Can't cash in from close range.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. Valanciunas with a screen on Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Germanenko with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray, the pass to Watson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Timeout Sonics. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Harrison's checked in for Seattle. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what the Supersonics coach was going over with his guys. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Levins. No one near him. Count it.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Sonics pick up 2. Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Dinwiddie outside. Fires. And it misses.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Misses the 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Jones. And Christian Brown subbed in for Hardaway. Outside, Murray. Now Johnson fires from way outside. That one misses. Here's Harrison, defended by Gordon. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson, no good. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They trail by 6. Oh, threw it down, Nikola Jokić.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Gordon with the rebound.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic inside. He's covered by Thompson. And they'll keep possession. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Thompson outside. Now here's Levins. Jokic defending.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And an intentional foul right there.
Jamal Murray. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Here's Murray. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Gordon. Got a piece of it. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Fires the 3. So we see the Sonics get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. Now it's time for our player of the game.